Morning, y'all. I want to talk about self-reflections today. This is not going to be a 3-minute ticket. And I had a subby to say, I like your 3-minute tickets, but I love when you turn the camera around and be like, okay, I'm cool. And that's what I do when I check the time. But today is about self-reflections and ego. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine this morning, and we were talking about a television show. You guys kind of know something about me. If I'm somewhere and they're watching TV, I'm not like, I don't never watch TV, and if it's on, close my eyes against my religion, but I just really try not to watch a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And get that shit in my subconscious. I just really stay away from the idiot box if possible. You know what I'm saying? Now I watch some HGTV, and if I'm over your crib and you watching it, I ain't fucked up about it. Or if you come over my house and you ask to watch it, I'm not fucked up about that either. But just on my own, turning in and I gotta see it, I really don't watch TV like that. So it was a show that was out, and everybody is watching it. And a friend of mine, you know, she is like a TV person, a non-TV person, and she's watching this show or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I was at the shop and these people are watching this show too. They were talking about this show too. And I was like, what I heard about it, I don't like the show. She loves the show. So in her argument for the show, she's trying to convince me what the show is about to her. I don't care. I literally just really don't care anything about the show, but I didn't say that. I said, I acknowledge that you like the show, and I'm cool with you liking the show. I just don't want to hear about the show. Well, and then after a while, I said, well, why then? And then I said, you know what? I didn't try to say that either. Because the truth is, I'm on something else right now. Now, if you calling me as a friend and you got a personal issue, that's different. But if you calling me about a bullshit TV show, I can give a fuck less about that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then too, we are not old friends. We're new friends. So we really don't know how each other operate for real. So I'm kind of saying, well, I mean, that's okay that you like it. I just don't like it, and I just don't want to hear about it. And I made a mistake about asking. And I can literally see myself, ego-driven, trying to convince the other person why I'm saying what I'm saying. And I'm the kind of person, I used to would not stop until my point was across. I would keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Like, yeah, because I said this because. And the funny thing that I'm so excited about is that I was told, you know, even when I was a little kid, you gonna have to just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody, just shut up. You know what I'm saying? You might as well whoop my ass because I ain't finished shut up type shit. So the older that I've gotten, the better I've gotten, you know, with yapping off at the mouth about, you know, trivial bullshit. But I remember my ex told me, Keisha, I'm tuning out. Not that I'm ignoring you. I don't want to talk about it no more. And I was like, but see, you don't understand. What I'm saying is blah, 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 blah. And he was like, baby, okay. And I was like, no, but see, he was like, baby, we may could come back to this conversation, but right now, I can't hear you. We got bad reception. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, because you know I like to think that somebody's strong arming me and shit. And I was like, well, I'm not arguing. I just want you to understand what I'm saying. But so today, when somebody was doing me like that, it was God's way of showing me, bitch, you ain't perfect. And I'm sorry sometimes when I cuss and say this is what God says because this is how God speak to me. So the way y'all may speak in tongues and shit, God don't speak to me that way. So I'm just saying, God was like, bitch, you ain't perfect. You need to for real start shutting the fuck up sometimes. You for real be going on about bullshit that don't even matter. Sometimes you can win the battle and lose the war. You know what I'm saying? And that just came to me out of nowhere. Just like, bam. And I was like, got it. Message. It just went in on me like that because I think a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? I think what I'm saying is right. You know what I'm saying? and especially with relationships and friendships, you have to know that your opinion is not the only one that is. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's different if I'm on my blog and I'm talking by myself just on some shit that I've been through. But if I'm having a conversation or in a relationship and that person's level, tolerance level on conversations, or tolerance level on trivial bullshit. I don't really even like having trivial bullshit conversations with certain people. You got certain friends for certain shit. You know, when you start getting, if you meet a spiritual friend that's going through a human experience, it's different than having a spiritual friend talking about trivial bullshit. And I think sometimes spiritual people have to mingle with the mere mortals because, you know, you'll fucking go crazy and shit. I'll explain that in another video. But I'm having a trivial conversation and I'm just not in a trivial place. Now, if it's about you personally and you need me as a friend, I am listening. But if you're talking about make-believe shit and shit that I don't give a fuck about, I can't follow you. And I'm telling you, you guys would think that I won the lottery today because, what time is it? Oh, I'm good. You know, you would think I won the lottery straight up and down because I seen something in myself today and I'm like, if I aggravate the fuck out of people like that, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like it. Because one thing I don't ever want to be is a know-it-all or a hypocrite. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. And I don't think in my personal relationships that I come across as a know-it-all because I try to make sure that I stand in the other person's shoes. That's why I'm going to acknowledge the fact that I understand why you like this. I'm just saying that I don't, and it's okay. I don't mind agreeing to disagree, and I don't mind you liking shit that I don't like, but I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up because I'm done talking about this shit and it's getting on my nerves. And the more that I for real listen to the shit, then I'm gonna go back into my lower self, because you got two selves, which is your higher self and your lower self. And your higher self, I ain't gonna say your higher self, I'm gonna say my higher self is like on something else. Now, I have no problem with switching because sometimes you need to switch. And in situations where, you know, you deal with spiritual people who having human experiences, you have to for real switch to kind of understand and sympathize and, you know, what the fuck is going on. But I would tell you that this here, that conversation blew my wig back. I done called 3 people and was like, hey, 3 dudes, because I usually don't do it with my girlfriends because me and my girlfriends, a lot of us are like-minded. But I had to come across, you know, and do some investigation. I done called 3 people after this conversation, you know, and people in life, you know, don't really understand how people operate and how they think. And I like to study people and I like to study myself and I like